Currently, the temperature is 29 degrees under sunny skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. Today, mostly sunny, high 30, winds northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear, low 7, north-northwest winds, shifting to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. On Thursday, windy with a few clouds from time to time, high 33, winds could occasionally gust over 40 miles per hour. On Friday, we'll see fair skies. Look for mostly cloudy skies on Saturday, and on Sunday, expect fair skies.
Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, much of Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, even Georgia, and parts of the Carolinas. So we've got a long stretch of rain ahead, Tevin, but at least a lot warmer temperatures.
A lot warmer temperatures, dry skies today with the rainfall on the way. Stop what you're doing, open up the windows. You got to get outside and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful late February day. In the A, we're at 70 degrees right now in Atlanta. Nearly picture perfect, some might call. The dew points, by the way, those are low. A measure of moisture in the atmosphere. There's not a lot around right now. Dew points at 29 degrees. We'll see those dew points start to rise into later on this weekend as more rain chances start to become on the uptick. And now to Dallas-Fort Worth, where it is a sunny day there as well. Temperatures in the 60s. Highs today around 70, and it is so hard to believe that just a week ago we were snow-covered and snow-packed and freezing here, well below freezing in fact. If you have anything to do outside, do it now, do it today, because starting tomorrow the rain moves in and it's hanging around for several days. Meteorologist Chris Bruin tracking the system that will bring rounds of soaking rain to the south. Chris?
Can you believe you were standing there, Tevin, and under near 0-degree temperatures? Just not
when I was there in the moment, I couldn't even believe that was Dallas-Fort Worth. -2 is what we clocked in at last Tuesday. We're at nearly 63 degrees right now. I mean, I think for a lot of the folks there across North Texas and really all throughout the state, this is what they've been waiting on.
Oh, yeah.
This
probably
exactly
one of the nicest days we've seen so far this year. And that can be said for so many across the southeast right now. Even in the Ohio River Valley, we're seeing 50s in Ohio and Indiana. Chicago going to be creeping up into the 50s over the next couple of days. So enjoy it. Much milder temperatures on the way. It does come at a price. It means we've got wet weather ahead. So enjoy the sunny skies while they're out. Tomorrow, a lot of this is going to turn into rain and strong storms. That'll be a case here along the I-20 corridor. Again, not a widespread severe thunderstorm outbreak. We don't think there'll be a lot in the way of tornadoes. However, hail certainly a possibility. That includes the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex along parts of I-20 towards Shreveport, Texarkana up Interstate 30 and into southern Arkansas. Dallas, there's a look at your timing. And again, dry today. There's not even a cloud outside right now. But tomorrow afternoon, we'll notice the clouds on the increase. Showers start to roll through. And the best shot for stronger storms looks to be really late in the evening, more so into the overnight hours. That's where we'll see that chance for thunderstorms, thunder, lightning, and strong gusty winds. All right, so then this weekend, our boundary doesn't really move a whole lot. It's almost like a front that parks itself around the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley. So because of that, we're looking at quite a bit of rainfall. Now here in Dallas, we're talking about our wettest day being on Thursday with over a ½ inch or so. This could be higher too. Remember, this is just an estimation of what may happen. Friday looks to be a little drier. However, don't expect a ton sunshine. We may squeak out a few blips here and there. Not a ton of rainfall until we get back into Saturday and Sunday. Overall, we're looking at totals here between 2 and 3 inches. Now, Memphis, remember a week ago we had a foot of snow on the ground. No snow now. However, we got a lot of rainfall. This may be one of the wetter cities, especially heading into your weekend. We're looking at a washout here from Memphis into Nashville. Very heavy rainfall and flash flooding will certainly be a big possibility. You see Sunday, just Sunday alone, Tevin, we could get between 1 and 2 inches of rain in Memphis.
Hard to go from winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings last weekend to now potentially some flash flooding out there. And there's not only a chance for rain in parts of the south, but also snow too. In fact, here's a look at dark clouds rolling across Grandfather Mountain in North Carolina on Monday. A chance for snow or rise for the area tomorrow night. Then snow and rain chances both increase by Friday with mostly rain once we tap into the weekend. And let's take you to a big city, Little Rock, Arkansas. Rain arrives Thursday night and sticks around at least into Monday. Places south of Little Rock can see anywhere between 3 and 5 inches of rainfall. Rounds and rounds of wet weather will lead to a flash flood risk for here and other parts of the south. So Chris just talked about some of the rainfall we're expecting all the way to the beginning of the weekend. But look at Little Rock's forecast here. If you are in Little Rock, I'm sorry to show you this because I know it's not exactly what you want to see, especially as we approach a weekend here where the weather actually seems quite mild, at least in terms of the temperatures. So what I want you to do today, if the husband or the wife said, babe, I need you to wash the car, wash the car today. Look at that temperature, 53 degrees, a low tonight of 39. If they need you to barbecue, today is also the day, and so is tomorrow, by the way. It's really Friday and into the weekend and early next week where we see those increasing chances for rain and perhaps 1 or 2 thunderstorms as well. I don't want you to forget that severe weather threat. We are approaching severe weather season here. In fact, as this low moves through, we get a lot of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. We tap into that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. There is some instability and heat and excitement in the atmosphere that does lend itself to the potential for rounds of severe weather as well. So here's a look at early next week as this low pressure progresses towards the east here. Behind it, more drier air is on the way, but we've got to get through the moisture first. And look at how much moisture we'll be tracking here. Higher rain totals inland. So Nashville, Little Rock, Conway, all the way down to Greenville, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi as well, Meridian, all the way into Atlanta. That yellow spot shows you where we could pick up anywhere between some 3 and 5 inches of rainfall. Now notice this is the European computer model here, some 5 to 8 inches of rain possible from southern Arkansas all the way into middle Tennessee and into the Appalachians. And then there's a secondary zone of heavy precip to southern portions of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina, and to the coastal plains of Georgia. That's one computer model. Here's another. This is the GFS, and I tend to believe this just a little bit more. I think what we're going to see in the coming days will be sort of congealed in not 2 separate zones of heavy, wet weather. So here's a look at Nashville's forecast for you if you're headed out to Midtown or Broadway Street today, tomorrow. A picture perfect day for you in the forecast. However, it's Friday. You're going to need the umbrellas. You're going to need the rain jackets. Notice the temperatures, though. We're not talking about temperatures sub-freezing like we were last week, Chris. We're in the 60s for the weekend with periods of rain and thunderstorms. And this isn't an all-day rain for a lot of folks. It's just intermittent showers throughout the day.
Why couldn't timing work out with the weekend? The weather we're having right now, why couldn't it just be a few more days?
Although I don't think anybody's arguing. At least we get it today, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So take advantage of the sunshine. Well, now to a developing story surrounding the response to the winter storms that devastated Texas. 5 board members with ERCOT, the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, are resigning. ERCOT is the organization that regulates the Texas power grid. Board members are getting showered with criticism now and potential class action lawsuit. They were forced to institute rolling blackouts to keep the grid from crashing, but in some cases that didn't work. And millions of Texans were left without heat last week during the coldest temperatures in a generation. That lack of heat contributed to a rash of frozen pipes across the state. Weather Channel's Robert Ray looks at the problem.
Across Texas, hardware stores are packed with residents and professionals looking for supplies to repair homes and businesses destroyed by last week's extreme winter weather.
There's just nothing available. You can't find PVC fittings and you can't find PVC pipe.
Contractors are scurrying from store to store looking for parts.